Hey, what's up, guys? The video's about her being okay with domestic violence. I'm gonna say this right now to clear the air. I never have and I never will be okay with domestic violence. So you have women, when you're out here in the dating market, you have to, I keep telling you guys, you have to vet these women. Vet the women, bro. Get to know they past, what's their future, the whole nine, man, because they're gonna tell you everything they need to know that you need to know about them. So, prime example, when I was on dating map. When I was on dating app, it's countless of profiles on there. I'm pretty sure now they all trash. But back then it wasn't so many trash profiles. But whatever. One lady I was talking to, well, chatting with, again, she told me, oh yeah, I said, hey, what up to your last? That was a basic question back then. Even still today, you need to ask that question. So hey, what up to your last relationship? And oh, I've been with this guy, and I've only been with him shit for 9 years. So automatically, I'm like, okay. So I asked him, like, hey, so what happened? That's a long time. This beefing it up. That's a long time. Why you guys have got married and like that? So keep in mind, he never got married. She said, oh, he never did anything. I always had to take care of him. He always drove my car. I always gave him money. He took care of him. He stayed with me. So when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, okay, that's the kind of guy she wants, because it don't take 9 years for you to figure out if the guy is good for you or not. So whenever you hear a female that say she been in these long relationships, I'm gonna say this right now. Some of you guys probably don't want to hear. I'm gonna tell you right now. The longer she been in a relationship, the longer it's gonna take for her to get over a guy. So she been, like a prime example, she been with that guy for 9 years. So she's not gonna get over him in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's gonna take several years for her to fully get over the dude. And I'm gonna say this too. Normally, when they supposedly in a relationship, they still have contact with each other. They still have each other's cell phone number. They still friends on social media. They still liking each other's pictures. So they never got over each other. So keep that in mind too. You don't want to be a placeholder of anything. Just easy laying you on your way and going about your day. So whenever they say something like that, don't take them serious, bro. Because those are the kind of guys they want. Me, like I said, I'm never gonna make it good. I'm make it worse. So if I want to run a female, she's somebody those kind of guys she been with, I'm gonna act the same way. I'm gonna ask for money. I'm gonna stay at her place for free. I'm gonna drive her car and run the gas out and never fill it up. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the kind of guy she want. Now a lot of you guys try to go out there. I told you guys before my other video. Never try to convince a woman to like you. So when you guys go out there, oh yeah, he ain't have what, he didn't do that. Oh, I can do all that for you. They not gonna respect you. I know it's crazy because you're like, what? Why won't she respect me? And I'm taking care of. I'm giving them money. I'm taking out on these great trips and nice dinners. They not gonna respect you, bro. They gonna look at you as a simp. I'm gonna tell you right now. You have to understand what I'm telling you is the truth. Get out your feelings. I know a lot of you guys, especially young guys, you try to prove to her that, oh, you should just pick me over him. Now you trying to convince her to pick you over a bum. 10 out of 10, she gonna pick the bum, bro. And I'm gonna say this too. Just because she goes with you or she moves on with you, don't mean she's not still thinking about, let alone sleeping with that bum. Man, so many stories I didn't. I don't want to make the video long, bro. I'm just gonna let me go on from that. Just because she's dealing with you, she's staying with you, you going out on trips, you doing all this other, you spending birthdays together, don't mean she's not thinking about the guy and sleeping with that same guy. So keep that in mind. If you're cool with that, all right, we can go ahead and continue this video. But just be, again, the longer she been with that guy, the longer it's gonna take for her to get over that guy. I'm telling you right now, I don't care. And this is the thing too. I see a lot of you guys, you try to pay her to forget the guy, to get over the guy. What I mean by pay is like, oh, you start doing stuff for her, like, oh, you taking out to eat every day, you're planning trips for her, you're getting ready for the birthday, Valentine's, Christmas, you doing all this stuff, material wise to her in hopes that she's gonna eventually like fully take you on. They'll never do that, bro. Prime example, the lady, they say, well, she's a CEO or something. The white lady who got busted at the, Bruce Springsteen concert, whatever concert that was, where they had him on a kiss cam. I'm not gonna keep. I don't know. I probably will. The one that got caught, not the dude. They were talking about the female. Now I think the matter of fact, both of them married. Guess what? Her husband is a billionaire with a B, a billionaire. And the woman, she in her 50s or whatever. Some people is old. They age, terrible. So I don't know. But she look like she in her 50s. I'm pretty sure she in her 50s. But her husband's a billionaire, fam. So these same females that want you to be 6'6" and all that blah, 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 it don't matter. It don't matter of fact that I did a video on the football player, I think it was wide receiver guy, about his girlfriend, and everybody sending them videos and pictures, and I told you guys what it was gonna be. I told you guys, hey, I understand everybody reaching out to him, trying to convince him to not do this. I told you guys in the best, hey, I understand what you guys are trying to do. Y'all trying to help him out, which is great. But the sad truth is, it don't matter. He's still gonna marry her. He's not gonna do a prenup. She gonna stay with him for a little bit. She gonna divorce him, and she gonna get what she can out of him. Guess what happened? Now she divorced him. So as far as her getting stuff, nah, because she ain't been with him long enough. Like, you got these females, especially in China, they'll marry you. That, you know, the marriage hustle. They'll marry you today, and then they'll divorce you like 2 weeks later. They don't even wait. They'll literally marry you divorce you like the week later or 2 weeks later. They real quick with it. So she thought that, okay, once I get married, I can divorce them any time, I'm good. So when that happens, it's not gonna work out for her because you don't have any kids. You just married them. You ain't been married for like not even a month. So it ain't gonna work out for him. But prime example. So this is a sign for him because now he can move on and give him another chick. Now the way he is, he's a dumbass, let's be honest. So he'll end up getting with another chick and whatever. But I hope the best for him. I'm gonna say that I don't want to see nobody crash and burn. Like, I don't like to see nobody getting taken advantage of. You know what I mean? So, but that's the truth. So I told you guys what's gonna happen. That's what happened. Now they divorced and she's trying to get money out of him. The CEO lady, she married to a billionaire. There's nothing you can do, bro. What dude says there's a post going online? If God can't make these hoes happy, what make you think you got a chance? That's just the honest truth, bro. So stop trying. If she's either rocking with you or not. If she not, man, go get yourself a raise, bro. I know it's difficult now in the dating market, especially, well, not even in the U.S. In the world, it's a worldwide epidemic, bro. Anywhere they got internet, it's gonna be a problem. So you better go to Ukraine. Like I said, I'm going to Ukraine. Give me a village woman. I'm talking about one who out there churning butter and milking cows by hand. I'm talking about a little scraggly old woman. Like. Hey man, hey, I'm talking about, man. Yeah, I'm talking about one of them. What do you call them women? I need one of them. I can't even think of the name, man. I'm all over the place right now. But yeah, she got to be. Yeah, I'm talking about way out there, bro. I'm talking about deep in the woods, bro. I'm talking about her house is made out of lumber. You know what I mean? Lumber and the roof made out of leaves. I'm talking about. That's about an Amish woman. That's what I'm looking for. I'm about to go pull up and give me an Amish woman. Anyway, don't convince them, bro. That's what it is, man. They not satisfied until they not satisfied. So for you guys out there trying to give them the world, it doesn't matter. She's still going. I told you guys before, man. When I was going to, that's just. I'm gonna bring up the college one. I had the one chick I told you about. She was married, found out she was married, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like I wouldn't do the stuff I did then because it was messed up. But at the end of the day, I tell you guys all the time, you might be a genuine guy. It don't matter, if she gonna cheat, somebody gonna bend over, don't care. So found out she was married, and I still wanted her. Took it to my matter of fact, this is how messed up it was. The girl I was dating at the time, I took her to her apartment. She's like, hey, let's hang out for a little bit, get to know each other for a little while. Nothing happened, but just chatted for a little bit, just to get to know him. So I took her over to my girlfriend's apartment. We chatted or whatever like that, and then I started bringing her over there to my apartment. The first time she got caught, and then she popped up, like I said, a couple months later. She told me what happened, and she didn't give a shit. Cause she said that night oh god, the day we took night school. So the night she came back, the first day she came back, it was like 2 months she was gone, cause he tried to pull out the school. He didn't want to go no more. So I guess after she finally convinced him that it wasn't gonna happen no more, whatever like that. So she came back. So that same night she came back, she told her, hey, what's going on? She told me what's going on and what happened. She went back to my apartment the same night, bro. And of course, it was even because she left even later that night, and then that was it. Never saw her again. So these women, these females don't care, bro. They gonna do what they want to do. Just hope that you get a good one. But at the end of the day, never try to convince her, never try to monitor her 24/7, because they gonna cheat when they, no matter what, bro. Just do what you can. Just hope you pick the best one. So anyway, again with the CEO, cheated with the billionaire. That happens all the time, bro. I tell you guys all the time, man. The money ain't gonna make no woman stay with you or not. You know what I mean? Because at some point, especially in her situation, like I say, they in their 50s. She pretty sure she been married to the guy probably like 20-something, 30-something years or whatever. So at the end of the day, it don't matter. She cheat, they break up. Guess what? She gonna get half. She gonna get enough to where she working now, but she gonna get enough to where she ain't gotta do nothing for the rest of her life. She already set, so she don't give a shit. It's like when they get to a certain age, they really start wilding out when they financially set, when they stable. You know what I mean? When they know they got money coming in for the rest of their life, they don't care, bro. They gonna do whatever. So in her case, that was messed up, but the guy was married, he married to whatever. They don't care. They gonna do what they want to do. So it is what it is. You gotta accept it for what it is. But back to what I was saying. If she's with a guy for X amount of years and she been through all these turmoils and tribulations or whatever you want to call it, understand, bro, the longer she been with the guy, the longer it's gonna take for her to get over. And I'm gonna say this too: a lot of females, they don't want to start over. I had a conversation with one of the other chicks I used to be messing with back in the day, and I'm like, it's not the fact that people don't want to find somebody else; they just don't want to start over, especially as you get older, because you gotta start everything over. You gotta start over. You gotta make more memories. You gotta get to know the person. That takes years. All the other stuff. So people, the average person is not up for that. So they be like, okay, should I start over again? Especially now the dating market is trash, or should I just go ahead and just make the best out of it with my last relationship, or go through one of her old relationships and try to make it work. So I'm like, the average person is gonna do it. It's so hard, especially how the market is. Especially when you already know that person compared to a complete stranger, and you gotta do all this stuff over again, especially like you in your 30s and your 40s. A lot of people don't want to do that. So they'll just go back to their ex because it's just more convenient for them. Not saying that's the best decision, but they weighing their options like, well, I don't want to do all this work. It's like you work for a company for 50 years and then you get fired or you quit, and then, oh yeah, you gotta work for another 50 years. Do you really want to go back and start over from the bottom again? You gotta go through all the raises, promotions, you gotta deal with all the headaches. Nah, people ain't gonna want to do that. That's pretty much what it is in the dating market. So you just gotta weigh your options. I know everybody's situation is different, but when you're in a city or a town to where you really don't have a lot of good options, then you just gotta do the best you can with it. So I understand why a lot of people go back to their old relationship, because they don't want to do all that over again. But the best thing for you to do, nothing's different's gonna happen by you doing the same thing. You have to change to get change. That's all I'm saying. But again, when you talk to these females and they tell you these long ass stories of how long they've been in relationships, and pay attention to the quality of guys. Okay, well, what kind of guys she been dealing with? All the guys she been dealing with is bums, dudes been getting out of jail. Don't leave her alone. Don't even mess with her. Just leave her alone, bro. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna say this too. If she been dealing with bums, don't come in her life and be a Superman. Nah, you either gonna pretend to be a bum yourself, or you gonna find a different female, because I'm gonna say this too, bro. They've been doing that for so long. It's like, okay, last example, I'm gonna wrap the video. That's like it's like getting a Section 8 chick or whatever. I'm not saying nothing wrong with trailer park people, but it's like getting a Section 8 chick. All she knows is McDonald's and food stamps and fights and tattoos, drinking, doing drugs. That's all they know, bro. They just know it's just chaotic individuals. Not saying that everybody on Section 8 like that, but the average Section 8 person, if they had a picture of an average Section 8 person, it's gonna be a bum. Long story short. So she's been on Section 8 all her life. She's been living this kind of this wild ass lifestyle, and then you come in her life with great grandma, in shape, actually have a career. You're living nice. She's not gonna know how to handle that, so she's gonna freak out because it's something. It's a shock to her. She never dealt with that. She has no experience of dealing with that. That's like you going to a fancy restaurant, a 5-star restaurant, and they pull out salad, forks, and soup, spoon, all that stuff like that. For somebody who never been to a restaurant like that, first of all, you're gonna be wearing some clothes that don't fit. You're gonna be wearing some regular old clothes, and you're supposed to be wearing some kind of tuxedo or something like that. So it's gonna be a shock to you. You're gonna freak out. So they don't know how to deal with that, bro. They're gonna freak out. They're gonna make it seem they always do. They're gonna make it seem like you're the problem, and they're gonna run away from it because they don't know how to deal with it. They never experienced nothing like that. They never experienced dealing with something that's consistent, dealing with being peaceful or dealing with a peaceful person or not being loud and dangerous or nothing like that. So when you get a chick like that who's been, at the bottom of society and you bring her up, 5 notches, 10 notches, she gonna freak out because she never experienced that and she don't know how that kind of lifestyle is. So instead of them trying to change for the better, they're gonna always push back. I seen videos of guys that's doing great and they're gonna try to get them a Section 8 chick and it always ends badly. I'm like, yeah, it's not the fact that you trying to give her a better life, it's the fact that she not used to that. She never experienced it. It's foreign to her. It's like jumping off somewhere in Cuba and everybody speaking Spanish. She gonna be like, what the hell going on? Like, she don't know nothing about that. So as sad as it is, even though you probably 10 miles away from them, but they literally live in their own ecosystem. So we try to introduce them something in their ecosystem. Most times it's gonna be something good. They always freak out instead of them just accepting it for, okay, this is gonna better me. They always revolt against it. They always attack you because I've been there before. You know what I mean? I had family members I used to help out. It's like they don't want help, bro. They want to stay where they want to stay. That's it. So don't go out with that thing. You about to do something. Like, oh, y'all about to change your life. Let me show her something great. She don't want that, bro. And at some point, if she did want it, she realized it's probably too late for it because, like I said, a lot of those kind of females, they sleep with everybody, bro. They the project hoe. Everybody getting their turn with her. So she, at some point in the back of her mind, she want to change, but she knows she got too much going on to where it's not gonna work out for her. She got tattoos. She got a messed up record. She got babies from dudes she don't even know. All this stuff going on. So to keep that in mind. So I know a lot of guys, you mean well by it. But at the end of the day, that's not what they want, bro. Or they have no interest in it, or they gave up on it a long time. So you can go that route, but it's not gonna work for you, bro. It's like, you over here invest into a failed business and they never did anything good with the money. They just keep stealing money, blah, blah, blah. But you gonna come in there and I'm gonna offer them money, it's gonna work out. It's not gonna work out for you, fam. So I know I've been all over the place with this video, but let me wrap it up. Pay attention to how long she been with a dude. And ask her what kind of guys she been dealing with. And at the end of the day, it's gonna tell you everything you need to know. And I'm gonna say this too: the longer she been with the guy, the longer it's gonna be hard. Longer it's gonna take for her to get over the guy. And I'm gonna say this too: a lot of them they never do, bro, because they so comfortable. They have so much history, and that's one thing too. A lot of guys try to pay her to forget that. No matter how much money you have, bro, you can't. History has more weight than everything else, as I should say. So. Anyway, guys, I hope this video will do something. I know it's been kind of whatever, but this is what it is, man. Pay attention to how long she been with the guy and find out what kind of guy she been dealing with. I don't care how bad she try to make the guy or guys seem, that's what she want. Because if you've been in a domestic violence relationship for 20 years, that's what you want, bro. So, again, me personally, leave that alone because you'll end up putting yourself in a bad situation. Just leave it alone, bro. So, if she been dealing with guys who've been been the breadwinner and all the relationships, guess what? She gonna expect you to do the same thing too. But never try to cross different lifestyles. So she been dealing with bum dudes, either pretend to be a bum dude or leave her alone. But if you're dealing with a chick who always, had guys provide for her, expect to do that. If not, leave her alone because she's gonna look at you as less than. So anyway, guys, if you got any questions, leave them down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and no matter what else, take your peace, your pockets, and your purpose.